Hello, people. Good morning. Today, I'm going to throw away my bin in the bin section of my new new flat, and I'm just wrapping up the bin. I had an experience of when I wanted to throw away my bin. I'm going to sit down and tell you my experience. So please listen. Welcome to a formal diary. Today I'm going to give you, my people, a gist what I experienced 3 days ago in this new compound. This is a new flat they gave to me. I've been bidding for this property for the past 9 years. Can you imagine that? 9 years in this borough in part of London. I've been bidding for this property. So it took them 9 years to give me this flat. So when I got it, I was happy, because previously I was living in a one-bed flat and it was so expensive. I was paying so much then. So this one, I was able to pay a little bit of money so I can be able to work and then I pay my bills. Then I was so living in a very expensive place. So having gotten this place, I was happy. So I've been living in this borough for a long time, and when they give you a place, you don't know your neighbors, you don't know what circumstances they are. People have different situations, different email, different circumstances they are encountering in their lifetime, so you will know. So that's why you have to be very careful. Like me, for example, I'm very careful when I'm living in a flat, because I don't want to say something that will upset you. So what I do, I just mind my business. I make sure I don't break the law on the rules in the flat, in the building. I do my own thing and go about my business. I don't go to knock your door. I just mind my business and be a peaceful tenant. I don't play loud music. I just do things according to the rules and regulation. So this festival day 3 days ago, I wanted to dispose my clothes, my uniforms. So I wasn't sure if I was supposed to put clothes in the recycling bin in this borough, because laws in this borough changes regularly. They might say put this, when I say don't put this. So I wasn't sure anymore. So I could remember that I put my clothes in my other hand, my clothes I want to dispose, my other hand. Then I put my black bin, my food, waste food, all these many things we throw away. And I put it in the black bin on the other hand. Meaning what, this right hand was with the black bin, and this one was with the clothes I want to dispose. So I had to go downstairs to the bin section in the compound. When I took it downstairs, I went to read the recycling bin. In the recycling bin, they stated that this is what you have to put in that recycling bin. Let me drink some water. And I said, okay. They said we should put cardboard paper, metal paper, and the metal is steel, and they also said we should put plastic. So I haven't read that, and I said, okay, this is what they want us to put in the recycling bin. So the clothes that I want to dispose, and I took it from my other hand and put it on the black bin on the other hand. That's what I did, and I now tie it up. Mind you, I was doing this downstairs in front of the bin section, putting my clothes on my other black bin. So I disposed my black bin in the regular bin. So I went about my business. I went out. This thing happened around 7:30 in the morning, because I had an appointment around 8:30. So I went out. So when I was coming back around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, behold, do you know what happened, friends? I saw that my clothes was disposed on top of the recycling bin and on the floor, on the bin section, on the floor. That shows that somebody was watching me when I was putting my clothes into the black bin. The person was watching that process, and the person saw that I left the house. The person went out there and did what he did. Went out there, took out my black bin, brought out my clothes, and throw it on top of the cycling bin and on the floor. The person wanted me to see what he did. The person was furious. From what I can see, the person was not happy that I put the clothes in the regular bin. So, see my people, that's why sometimes when they give you a place, you don't know who you are staying with. You don't know what the mental health. Because somebody that has a good mental health, that is, oh, okay, will not go to somebody's bin and do what he did or what they did to my bin. That shows that there's somebody in this building that has problem with their mental health. So that's a problem, and that's a disadvantage of this, because you don't know who is who. So what I have to report it to my landlord. I reported to who I can report it. I reported to the council, to the landlord, and everybody, so they can be aware of what is going on. That's the problem. So now what I did was that I have to put the camera to watch, so that to watch if anybody is doing this, I can know who is this person doing this. Why are you going to my bin? What are you looking for my bin? Why don't you wait for the council to sort it out themselves? Why do you have to take laws into your house? You see this UK that we are, the council, the house association, they are very powerful. When you keep on doing things regularly, harassing your tenants, putting laws into your hand, they will evict you. They are very brutal, because I have explained before. When they evict you, they just come to your house. They give it, like, they'll just tell you, I give you 2 months to leave my house. You don't leave, they will change the key. That's the power with this house association and council. They have power to do that. So that's why it's very good that people obey the laws in the country where you are. Even though you are indigenous, even though you are any color, as far as you live under a block of flats, you have to be careful what you do. You have to mind what you do to your neighbors. You have to be very careful so you don't lose your house. Because me, I'm just coming out from rented accommodation. I know how expensive it is to live in a private housing where you have to pay so much money, and also buying mortgage. You have to pay a lot of money to buy that mortgage. You have to pay so much money to buy that mortgage. You have to pay your rent every month. When you buy that mortgage, you have to pay your rent every month. It's very, very compulsory. You have to pay your rent, and it's expensive. And if you're not able to pay that rent, guess what? You lose the house. So in this life, I believe in cutting your coat according to your size to avoid expenses. Cut your coat according to your size, so that if you know you can afford mortgage, go for it. You know, if you cannot afford mortgage, go for a government assisted building. So that's it. So that was my story. So now I'm very careful. I don't know who is this person, because something's not right, isn't it? So my people, that was my gist for today. So for now, peace.